be for us that we cannot see. You know, so let's all see what our work is, the work that we have be for us, right? I was talking to my brother, or text my brother Nehemiah last night from ATL. He was like, "Bro, that's fruit." I thought, man, no, Hayes is doing what he does, right? So he put work for us. We asked for it, he answered, right? Do y'all see the vineyard? Right? Do y'all see the vineyard for real? You know what a vineyard is? No. Anybody know what a vineyard is? Christ refers to a vineyard a lot. What growth?
His spiritual growth.
What grows in the vineyard?
Grapes.
Grapes. Grapes. That's where the wine come from. Napa Valley, that's a vineyard. You heard that before? Out of California, Napa Valley, that's a vineyard. It's a field where it's the fruit of the vine, right? We are the vineyard. His people is the vineyard that needs cultivating, nourishment. You know what I'm saying? Now, what he has commissioned us to do is go gather up the grapes. Tell them who they are. Tell them who their God is. Tell them the people of the law. Tell them they are the people called by the name of the Creator, Ahaya Shohaya. That's our duty, right? So now, we got to add tables and chairs in here and grapes. Okay? So I hope y'all look forward to the ministry, because that's what we call for. Okay? Now, again, I got no title, right? Y'all can think of one like y'all did last week. But no, what's on my heart, though, what's on my heart is for us to, because I was talking to, I ain't mention no names, but I had a conversation with this person. And they asked me, like, well, I don't see what's wrong with, you have children, you're thankful that they're another day old, another year old. Or if I'm going to hang out with my homeboys, or hang out with my homegirls, what's wrong with that? Any of y'all see anything wrong with that?
You something before?
Wait. We got to get back to the hands of Eric, because that's 3 people. What you saying, Ma?
I said you putting something before higher, place more value on more than needed.
How are you doing that?
But,
like, for you, okay, with your homegirls, what's wrong with you going and socializing with your homegirls?
Socializing?
Yeah.
Would depend on like the holiday, something like they go for a birthday or celebrating that. What are you doing? That's what you're putting the emphasis on, and not placing it where it should.
Okay. We're going to get into socialization, though. Like I say, it's hard for us to say, what's wrong, like you said, what's wrong with me going to my homegirl house? Right?
Yeah, I'm hoping to hear too.
Yeah. Oh, no, wait, they had some back there too first.
Right. My no matter what, it's a pagan holiday.
No, we ain't dealing with holidays right now. This is just straight up socializing with our people.
Okay, then. It's carnal. It's not ours. It's not ours to celebrate.
No. What's wrong with you going over your homeboy house and just kicking it with him? Bro, child still talking.
He's not supposed to do it.
Why not?
Because he said no.
Okay, he said no. You had something to say, sis. Wait.
Well, I was speaking on the birthday card, and that was recognizing the day as that person's day and not giving out to the most time that it's his day every day.
Okay.
But as far as socializing, I would assume it would depend on where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
If they are in the same place as you and I'm in the same as you, then okay. If not, then there's nothing there for you.
Are y'all familiar with the scripture that says, be not unevenly yoked?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us say that this is what our husband wife. We're talking about your friends too. There's a reason for that.
Yep.
Be not unevenly yoked. Mike.
Because most of the time, let's say 90% of the time, they still in the world. And when you go over there, there's going to be worldly stuff going on. And the chances of you falling back or slightly having them worldly thoughts will be all around you, So to save yourself personally, I mean, I think you shouldn't even be around that way.
Read 2 Corinthians 6:14. You say you wait for it. You got something.
Just like the scriptures say, you're supposed to be of the world, not in, in the, not of, surrounded, mixtures of the in the world,
Man said
but be
he's of
set
the world.
apart from the world.
If a man is of the
So
world,
like you said, carnal mind,
Bishop of lesson.
you ain't on that same accord,
Music
so
is
always
different.
gonna have some, interference or corruption there.
Okay.
Just like a fruit, you get an apple and put in a whole bunch of apples and they'll smash up together, one gonna get bruised and it's gonna spoil the whole batch.
There you go. Great example. Right? In all things that we do, we must do it moderately. Okay? Everything you do, you must be moderate. It says be sober-minded, right? Have temperance, self-control, right? Now, depending on your true self-examination and knowing your strengths and your weaknesses, right? You make judgments based on where you know you are. Some of y'all are in here today because I went to a worldly friend of mine's house who's supposed to be here right now, but to watch a basketball game with him, right? And did I go watch a basketball game with him? Can I watch a basketball game with him? Or did I go there with different intents? You see what I'm saying? I didn't even go to sow a seed, bro. I went to show this brother that I'm different now. And that, matter of fact, for Super Bowl, I went to the same brother's house for Super Bowl. They did their thing. I had my little, my little drink. I sat, watched the game, and I talked to him about nothing spiritual. I didn't say anything about anything spiritual. I talked about an opportunity that I had for him, but just showing them how a servant of Christ functions in all areas of life. See, you have to have a plan, right? Okay, this time I'm gonna go. I didn't say anything spiritual. I'm just gonna show them how we function. Show them we ain't weird or this, and that. Next time I go there, I'm gonna dump a couple seeds on them. You know what I'm saying? So when you're doing that, you're working in the vineyard, right? But if you can't leave your friendship alone, if you, it was a movie. If you can't remember, Gone in 60 Seconds or something. I don't know what it was, but it says, Robert De Niro said, if you can't leave something within, leave it in 60 seconds, something. Basically, they're robbing banks or whatever. He said, if anything, if you can't leave it in 60 seconds, you hit. So if you can't leave your friendship, it's a snare to you. Because like Mama saying, you put it as a God. Not saying that you don't love these people, but my phone don't even ring. I'm telling you, it don't ring. I'm sitting in the office, my phone ring every now and then. But I didn't leave them, they left me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't leave them. So, but I know I'm a good friend, I think. You know what I'm saying? But we all have to understand what's more important. Because if we about to get into these readings, we're gonna read about our people. And we're gonna have to really listen to the warnings that our Creator is telling us. And the reason I'm saying our people is because our people aren't like they used to be, right? I just watched something the other day. They were celebrating what you call it? Remember how we were separate and they fought to integrate us? The integration of us. It's on TV. I just watched for a second. They were celebrating the integration of us.
Wow.
And that integration is the reason why we're in captivity right now. Remember, thou art a holy people, a sanctified, a set apart people. In crisis time, after crisis time, it was just our custom to even fellowship with Gentiles. That's why how you had to give Peter the visions of an unclean beast to get him prepared for a Gentile, Cornelius, to come to his door. How you sent to his door. Because the ministry was now about to be spread abroad, not just to the Jews, not Jewish people, the Jews, the Israelites, right? Because it was like we said, like it was against our custom even sit with them. It's poison to our soul. Y'all understand that? No. It's poison to our soul to adopt any customs of the nations. But our people have fought for the integration of their own death. So now our people are not like they used to be, so our people are Gentiles now. So churches ain't really lying. They are Gentiles. Mentally, they are Gentiles. So fellowshipping with our people nowadays is the same as us fellowshipping with the Gentiles. Go ahead.
What is a Gentile?
A non-Israelite. Any nation, any nationality other than the children of Israel, the 12 tribes, the 12 sons of Jacob is a Gentile. Africans are Gentiles. Chinese, the Feta people. After the flood, it was only 3 people, right? That had, you know what I'm saying? It was Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Us and the white people and the Arabs are from Shem. Ethiopians, Egyptians, all of them are Africans. And the Japhetic people was these Asian people, these Persian people, all the people over there in Iran and stuff, them Japhetic people. Now, it goes deeper into the promises because the promises, when I say Shem, that means you came from Shem, right? Abraham came from Shem, so the Bible prophesied that many nations, many different nationalities would come out of Abraham, but only one nation will have the blessings and the promises. That's Jacob. So even though Ishmael, the Arabs are our big brother, the promises don't go to them. So he a Gentile, but he didn't come from Jacob. So Israelite comes from Jacob. Jacob's name got changed to Israel. So his descendants are the chosen people. Not just because you came from Abraham, because white people came out of the same womb as us, right? But we just for a reason. So I'm gonna go. Let's go to Jeremiah 10. I'm gonna read partial. I'm gonna read it partially. Jeremiah chapter 10.
You want me to get 2 Corinthians?
Oh yeah, read that real quick.
I'm gonna get a verse real quick. The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not unevenly yoked together with unbelievers.
So who?
With unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? Verse 15. And what concord hath Christ with Belial? Or what part hath he believeth with, or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel?
Infidel is a foolish person.
Okay, now that was 2 Corinthians
6, 14 to 15. 2 Corinthians 6, 14, 15. So why is the highest telling us that? What fellowship does a wise man have with a foolish man?
You're gonna hear silly stuff.
What's a wise man according to scriptures? Hmm? A wise man, according to scriptures, is one that listens to the highest counsel, take heed to the highest counsel, and follow his counsel. For the love of him and the love of save his soul. Right? A foolish person is one that despises his counsel. Who, as the Bible says, he loves death. So what fellowship do we have with people who love death? Right? Birds of the feather flock together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you follow someone who loves death, eventually you're going to love it too. Right? We're going to get into this for a second. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2 says, let me read verse 1. Hear ye the word which Ahijah speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Now, I'm not going to read the whole scripture, I'm going to read partial of it. Right? Thus says Ahijah, learn not the way of the heathen. My man, heathen is also another word for Gentile. So learn not the way of them. Right? Let's go down to verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain. Right? Now we're going to stop there. So he's telling us, learn not their ways. Their way of life is vain. It's vanity. Y'all know what vanity is?
Numbers of their own, praising their own self. Just everything they got stuff that they really praise they stuff and do anything else other than the word.
If your life, if you're living your life in vain, you're wasting your time. It's for naught. The ways, their customs, their culture, it's for naught. See, because at the end of the day, see how you don't see things how we see things. It's either is it profitable to save your soul or not.
Yeah.
If it's not profitable to save your soul, it's vain. It's vain to him. It's foolishness to him. Like you don't get it. You know, I'm trying to save your soul, man. But you want to do this? So the customs of the people, the customs that we have developed, learning from these Gentiles. I was just going this a while ago. I said, our people have not stopped and thought, like, man, I just posted this on Facebook, posted on Facebook in over a year probably. But I said, think about it for a minute. This show you how deceived we are, right? This is so-called Black History Month, right? This is Black History Month.
Yeah, February.
I'm like, what does someone who's so-called celebrity, so-called achievements have to do with their history? If it's Black History, if right now next month was European month, history of Europeans, you would get dates, time. I mean, you would see where they're from. You get their Euro history, and it'd be a full month of an educational packs
His history.
history. Yeah, but then you would get all kind of stuff. I guarantee you would not get one time this person's so-called achievements. When I have talks with these white people, put it this way, when I was in Canada, I lived in Canada, y'all. And it's one thing about Canada I appreciate because I say people in Canada, they from the boat. You know, like they still going home, getting the herbs and stuff. They ain't cooking. I mean, they still have culture from home. Hear that? From home, from their so-called home. Roots and stuff, you know, that they got from generations. They understand their history. Oh man, language is everything. These things that identify them as a people. These are things you should be learning during Black History Month. But they show us on TV, Michael Jordan and somebody from 1930 something. What they got to do with your history? What I say? Your identity and your culture. Culture is way of life. What does this person playing a saxophone got to do with my identity? We see how we celebrate it though. We're never saying, huh? You know what I'm saying? We don't think. Christ was not lying. We are like sheep.
You know, they really give us the Black history, like teaching the real Black history. In the first place, we want to celebrate because we learn about the slaves and how they annihilated us and beat us and maimed us and, you know, this kids just killed them.
But see, no, see, here's the thing though, what you said, see, that's the way they want you to look at it. What you just said.
It's true.
No, I know it's true, but that's the way they want you to look at it.
They don't want us to.
No, that's the way they want you to look at it. I'm saying for a reason, right? If you look at what you just said, see, do you understand why I'm saying what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you said then it's gonna get us up riled and everything
So,
like that.
so what they do?
That's the true
They,
history.
but it's a spin on it though. The spin
That's
is
the Bible.
no. The spin is they make movies to remind you of that,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Roots and all of that.
Right.
And they ain't showing the real us.
You see, but it's the reason. See, that's what they want. See, the Bible said there'll be intimacy between Satan's seed and Israel's seed, right? Hatred between the two. So they want you to see this, but what they want you to see all that is a distraction, man. Because the thing they don't want you to say, listen. No, see, that's the how we say in the street. That's the underlay for the overplay, right? No, bro, leave it what it is. Let us get this word right now, please. Because that would distract us for a second. What I'm saying for reason, man, because in class they don't want us to say Why we go to slavery? How these people that were so great, powerful that we keep talking about, what happened to them? How we get into slavery? What caused us to get to slavery? But that's what I'm trying to tell you. So that's real history. How and the whys. That's real history, man.
Why out of all people are we the ones that?
See, now,
don't have a culture
listen, man,
like
we put our hands in the air. Right? Now, sister, what you're saying would be a real answer. That's educational. Why out of all people are we like this? That answer would be your history. And that history leads right here. This book. The only thing that can tell us the answers of our people. This is the only book in the world that answers every question concerning our people and the world. So, why our Father is warning us right now? He says, learn not the way of the heathen, for the custom of the heathen are in vain. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon in the pocket. Chapter 4. I'm gonna read this one because I want to do the definitions of the words. So I'm gonna stop on some of these words so we can get a full understanding of what it's saying, right?
4:1.
No, 12. Everyone there?
12.
Chapter 4, verse 12.
Yeah, hold on. Check it out, right? Now, everybody mind clear. Yo, I'm really trying to, don't take me the wrong way, y'all, but I'm really trying y'all to get y'all to really see what's been brought out tonight, brought today, and think what we was talking about when we first started this conversation about fellowshipping with people, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said how we've been programmed, indoctrinated, and branded like a hard iron their culture in our hearts. It says, for the bewitching, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 12.
Verse 20.
12. Everybody there? For the bewitching of naughtiness, right? Doeth a score things that are honest. Now, before we get any farther, do y'all understand that scripture?
No, it's right now.
But see, look, huh? Go ahead. Okay, now check it out. This is how you got to read the Bible, y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's deeper than just reading this book. Why read this book and read this paragraph and then go farther if you understand what this is saying? Do you understand? Use the tools that you have. Use your resources, right? It's okay. What does bewitch mean? Hmm? It's like sorcery, magic. No, it's deeper than that, right? So this whole plan to get us in captivity, to keep us in captivity, they had to like really use sorcery. You really use the evil spiritual realm knowledge to deceive us, to make something look pure that's defiled, to make their lifestyle look like it's pure, like it's fun, like it's just right You have a right to want this. Like, I have a right. Like, all these ideals is sorcery, like magic, like making things appear that's like real, that's not real.
Psychology.
Psychology,
Mind tricks.
mind
They
tricks.
have a pig on the spigot, looking good, make you think this pig
But
is good.
it's deeper
I'm
than
just
that.
saying,
Yeah, what you
that's
yeah.
an example of
Exactly,
some of it.
exactly. Like I said, with the glaze on it, with the
Yeah,
pineapple
yeah,
on top,
yeah.
yeah, the cherry.
Verse 11, when I read it, I get a better understanding of verse 12.
Yeah, speedily have he taken away, lest that wickedness should. See that's about something different though. Because it's talking about it's talking about, hold on, bro. Let's stick with 12 for a minute. Because that's talking about a righteous man, how he taking this righteous man off the earth to save his soul. We read the whole chapter. That's what it's talking about, bro. Okay, so let's stick with 12. See, that's what we don't want to do right now, right? Let's stick with where we are. Don't go here and go there because now you're gonna lead you somewhere else. But let's stick where we at right now, okay? Because that whole chapter is talking about something else, bro. But we're sticking with the scripture. We're trying to bring out what's we see. All the scriptures can correlate to different things. It ain't talking about one thing, brother. Child, please, just stop a minute.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay. So the sorcery that these people have put over us, the whole system. That's why he says the countries don't. He calls them our enemies, because these people have tricked you. They will trick you. They hate you. But they make it. They have did it such an awesome job that we trust in them. And we're starting earlier. I'm trying to say we never thought and said, well, where does this stuff come from? Where does Christianity come from? Like we talk the slave stuff. Like I said before, everything that we have gotten has come from the slave masters. No one has. I mean, the sorcery game was so cold. We never stop and say, man, that's what the slave masters taught us. They told us that we can be somebody in their system if we go to their schools. Do you get it? And truthfully, if you look at this society, who makes the most money?
White people.
Because it's their system, and they know that the people make the most money didn't go to school.
Mm.
The entrepreneurs make the most money.
Yep.
People can go to school to work for the entrepreneurs.
Because like you said, they don't work.
No,
They have to work.
but they program you lazy if you don't want to be their slave. Your mama tell you that you lazy because you don't be these people's slaves. Am I lying? You feel me? So they take your resources from you, right? Now you got no way to eat, so now you kind of forced. Like, what else can you ask my partner? I said, bro, my people, because my partner white. I took him to the hood, these little black restaurants we be eating, showing them the culture. No, this is where your building is, bro. These are the people that you're most. Let me teach you the truth about these people. Learn from these people, bro. These are the children of Abraham, of Jacob. He's amazed at a lot of stuff, because a lot of stuff, even his raised around, some of his best friends are black. I'm teaching you what your friends never taught you. This is us. Look at us. Look at the job your people have done, my people. We even hate ourselves. Sorcery. So, back to this fellowshipping. Y'all brought the birthdays. I brought birthdays and the holidays and stuff. They tricked us that these things are for the family. You're not a good parent if you're not doing these things. That's sorcery. He's calling them mind tricks. Because at the end of the day, at the end of your life, that trick caused you to fall in the pit of fire. Okay? So it says, by the sorcery of naughtiness. What is naughtiness, right? Just like y'all, when I read the Bible, just do what we're doing right now. Stop, look these words up.
Were you in Psalm 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
So wrongdoing, behaving badly. Right? So they have made what the Bible says was good appear bad. Was bad, good. So from the matrix of this evil behavior, do obscure. What is that?
Obscure.
Obscure. Oh, you say I can't say it right.
Obscure.
Blind,
Obscure. To
like blinders on. Change the
Turn,
limit, to diminish, to camouflage.
Cover up.
All right then.
Obscure. Yeah.
Difficult to understand, likely to be understood by only a few people. Not known well, not well known, not known to the most people.
Mm.
Difficult or impossible to know completely or with certainty. Right?
Mm.
So it says, for the bewitching of naughtiness do make it hard for most people to understand what's really going on.
Mm.
Right? Things that are honest and the wandering was wandering, right?
Mm.
Wandering. Not wandering.
Aimlessly, just
Aimless. Like so now we aimlessly, right? So now we're aimlessly, he says, the wandering of concupiscence. Now that's like the desiring 50 things, right?
Mm.
Okay. Do undermine the simple mind.
the simple mind.
Yeah.
Mm.
Y'all get a better saying that?
Got it.
Mm.
So go ahead.
They have misleading them for the real agenda, like tell you about something, but they have an agenda that they really programming us for. We don't even know it.
Mhm.
And bewildered.
'Cause-
You know
'cause-
one thing, but you're leading us to death.
Yeah. And that's where Hyatt says that the world wasn't good enough for his servants. His servants used to have to live in caves, in the mountains. Said the world ain't good enough for them. But the world would call them crazy, strange. Right now, you've been in the psych ward. Get it?
Mm.
But that's the fellowship. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Be careful about your fellowship. I told Mike last night, I enjoy this. People that called my phone before didn't love me. I mean, they love me, but they didn't love my soul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my phone will ring. Hey, the world that's coming was made for a few. I'm trying to be that because the people the people that we continually to fight for to let mislead us, they going to hell. That's just the truth. All these people who we sit around and listen to this counsel, like the Bible says, the counsel of the wicked. This is all the counsel. Girl, ain't nothing wrong with that. Bro, ain't nothing wrong with no, all this stuff. That's the wicked. That's the counsel of the wicked. They going to hell. You got a choice. You can follow them or you can be a loner for a little while. Because the highest warning us for a reason. Like I said, the reason we in captivity, we're going to get in that. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 20. So we have all these people chapter, yeah. No, that's not it. 23. It's 23, I think.
Chapter 23.
Yeah, I think I'm with 23. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I wrote the wrong one down there. I know what I want to do. Yeah, I got it right. Now, so how is telling us do not be unevenly yoked, right? Michael's saying because of the things they're gonna be doing over there. So the Bible says, can a man continually walk on fire and not yet get burned? What's the answer to that question? Can a man walk on fire and not get burned though? Yes, you can.
Yeah, some people can.
No, you can too. You go fast enough.
Oh,
I'm serious though. You can do it. But it says, can you continually do that and not yet get burned?
Right. No.
Because one day you're gonna get burned. So he's painting the picture. Yeah, you go to your friend's house, but if it becomes your habit going over there, you're gonna get burned. You're gonna fall into it. Right? You're gonna start doing what you're gonna start being deceived. You're gonna start believing the lie. And the proof of that is us in captivity right now. We believe the lie. Read verse 22 and 23. Chapter 20.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 20, 22.
Yeah.
Verse 22.
So his commandments, one of his commandments was not be unleashed. That's a commandment. Be not unevenly yoked is a commandment. When he says something, that's a commandment. So he says law, statutes, commandments. He has a law, he has commandments. He has statutes, he has judgments. Judgments goes against what you do because you did this, it's a judgment for it. Right? But let's go.
Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes.
Hold on now. There you go again. You know how you always say all? Every time. All. Be not unevenly yoked, what we're dealing with today. Okay? Be no part of the world, what we're dealing with today. Those are commandments. He's trying to save our soul. Let's go.
And all my judgments, and do them, that the land whither
Wait. He says, and do them. Other places is written, and do them so that you may live. He inspired Moses to say that. So that you may live. So that's the reason why we're going to this thing. This whole premise of this class, so we may live. Not, he's foresight. He don't just look right now. He's looking at the future. That you may live in what I have prepared for you. Bible says that the ears, you see it, the ears have not seen, the eyes have not seen, ears have not heard the love he had prepared for us. He told Christ, go prepare a place. Christ has prepared the place. Yeah. So he's saying that you may live in the place that my son has created for you. But in order to do that, you must follow all the laws, statutes, and commandments. And two of the commandments we just said was what?
Be not evenly yoked.
And? Nope. Be no part of this world. Okay, let's go.
And do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein spew you not out.
Now there go prophecy right there. We didn't do them, so Israel spewed us out. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 23. And ye shall not walk in the manner of the nation.
Wait now. And ye should not walk in the manners of the Gentiles. Get it? Go ahead.
Which I cast out before you, for they committed all these things.
Wait. So prior to this scripture right here, with all these laws, right? All these laws are written because this is what these people are doing. Yeah. So again, they're sleeping with their mothers, they're sleeping with their fathers, sleeping with their aunties, with animals. They was killing each other, raping each other, man on man, woman on woman, lying to each other. They was lawless. So he gave us these laws. He said, all these things the Gentiles do. So all these laws I have, don't do this, because that's what these people do that you are surrounded by. But remember, you are a sanctified people. You are a separate people. You're a holy people. So I got you right here, surrounded by all these wolves, these lawless beasts. Don't be like them. Oh, we about to read it? You gonna read it? Let's go.
For they committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them.
See, all these things, all what things? The things that are written before that scripture. Right? For example, verse 12. And if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them should surely be put to death. See? They were lying with his daughter-in-law. Who was a man's daughter-in-law? Now, see that? The father was sleeping with his son's wife. Do these people still do that today? Put the laws done away with, so we can do that without no punishment, right? But see, so again, when they teach our people that the law is done away with, that's what they saying. The father have a right to sleep with his son's wife. Right? Let's just pick one. Verse 14. If a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. Boom. Now dude sleep with the mama and a daughter.
And both of them taking care of him.
Right. But you see what I'm saying though?
Oh no,
That's true.
See, all these things what the higher gave us laws against. See, that's why I said he said, my people are destroyed for what?
A lack of knowledge.
Because knowing the word, why people would say, man, what's wrong with the law? If we knew the law, the pastor couldn't tell us that the law was done away with. We would want these things, right? Let's just pick another one, okay? 16. And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Bestiality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thou should not kill. Thou should not steal. You know.
Right. But say what?
But, I mean,
Yeah.
it's the
Same thing.
law, but they teach the whole
Yeah.
gospel, not just parts.
So these Gentiles have taught us doctrines against our law.
Right.
You see,
It's crazy. It's not. Yeah.
makes no sense.
Crazy.
And people will argue up and down about this law. And don't you know this? You mad at me because it's saying that I'm trying to tell you it's unlawful to sleep with the beast? You know? So he says, therefore he abhorred them. He hate them. So what happened, right? We'll read into our history. And he said he hate them for doing those things. So now Israel has went over there and did exactly what he said don't do. So now he hate Israel. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So about hating Israel, and again, it goes back to when I'm sure we probably did it or we already know it, is that being that hating Israel and we are the chosen people for him, everybody's going back and doing his lawless stuff. That's why he enslaved us and didn't just gave everybody else to, like, I want to say pass for lack of words.
He can pass. No, see, all that was he says, like Paul says, for the fall of the nation, for the fall of the Jews, the Gentiles have their salvation or have the wealth of the world. But how he said, okay, you don't appreciate it, I'm gonna give it to them. Okay, I'm gonna give it to them. You want to go there? Okay. You want to serve their gods? I'm telling you, their gods don't love you. They hate you. But you want to go over there? Like when I was a kid, mom said, you touch the stove, you're going to get burned. You want to touch the stove, you're going to feel the pain of the fire. You want to go to a Gentiles, you're going to feel the pain of the fire.
And because we're the chosen one, that's why
We're his children, bro. His chosen children. Right? So, like I said, I whoop my son before I whoop your child.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we in the whoopings. Because we're supposed to show the Gentiles how to be clean people. Like, you know what? I'm serious. I have learned so much in this little job. All week, I have sat in the office with my partner, counseling him. Now, he has way more knowledge than me in this business. But the common sense things, how to deal with people, how to just, like, it was $17.5 million on the line. The money guy, CFO, called out the blue. He had no idea this guy, he thought it was done. He thought it was done. The phone ring. It's the money guy. It's money guy. Well, Gary's on the phone. Who is Gary? Well, he's the CEO. He's the CFO of Proper in Uganda, somebody, right? But now he's some other people now. So he's questioning him on everything. Before I give you this money, explain this to me. Where are these numbers from? How this gonna work? And I looked at the dude and said, man, you got it. Like he got that thing, right? And I'm listening to him talk, and he uses some of my words. You know what I'm saying? Like he's bringing in about, like I was saying, the importance of these people, your core team, your core management group, been with you for 25 years. That says a lot. How come we can't say that? That's saying something about you. You had companies that rise and fail. But if these people have been with you 25 years, it's something special about you. You see what I'm saying? He bring all this stuff up. So dude said, you answer correct, and I put that in about 2 or 3 paragraphs for me. He go trying to write all this stuff. I said, bro, that ain't what he asking you for, bro. You gave him the numbers. Just sit down, move. You know what I'm saying? Do. You know what I'm saying? It's yours. So you do this, but this is how you put it, bro. This way he asking you. Do. I said, bro, don't overthink it. You know, now press in. 5 minutes later, great. You know what I'm saying? Still done. But we are their guy. I really understand. They are a foolish nation. Do they are they intelligent? Yeah, they're intelligent. But on some other levels, kind of things, they're foolish. They so full of it, they don't even know how to be. They so crooked, they don't know how to be straight.
It's coming out of that bad.
Yeah, but I'm saying, man, I talked to your people. He said, somebody said, no, your people do a lot of lying. He said, my people are full of. I said, yeah, they full of it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all full of it. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it this way, bro. But anyway, I understand why we have to be a light to the nation because they lawless.
Mhm.
You know, they bought into this. I mean, they've been like this all their life. They've been doing these things, man. Like this Pope getting caught with these little kids. That's what they do.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's in their culture. They believe they can have sex with little girls and little boys.
And born up on in a few months.
If y'all ever have a chance to research the Romans, man, the Romans in their houses, they just stopped it a few years ago. They had houses. Their art was porno, man on man. You walk in their house, man on man, man on little boy. That's them. Yeah.
What do you think the swim houses was? The house
Yep.
of niggas when they
Yep.
had orgies in them?
They've been doing this. The Bible was telling you right in Leviticus. This is what they do. So don't get surprised because they doing it. But not our people was doing it. Right?
They made it look like it's right.
So let's go to Leviticus 18. Hey, bro, I'm gonna let Ahaya answer your question though. Leviticus 18, chapter 3 through 5.
Chapter 18, verse 3.
Come on.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do.
Now stop. After the doings of the land of Egypt, where ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And it says, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, whether I bring you, shall you not do. Neither shall you walk in their ordinances. Right?
Mhm.
Let's turn this right here for a second. I got my background somewhere.
Which one you on? Second and third?
Wait, or let's just.
First, this right here, with a half of body right here.
Oh, my bad.
No, let's go to, no, I got it wrong. I don't know how this thing's supposed to be. But anyway, right here.
Page 2. It's the back of the first page.
That page 2?
Yep. At the bottom.
It should be 1. No, we'll start on 1. We're going to start.
Okay.
Right.
Yep, first page.
All right, believers.
Hey, bro, she gonna for a while? Child. She went to the bathroom?
No, she went to,
On the phone?
The I want her to get the other one.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So she was gonna.
We wait. Let's wait. Let's take a donut break because I want everybody to get this. I don't want to. I don't like doing that. Pause it, bro.
All right.